University life can get busy fast, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But with a little planning, you can stay on top of your workload and still make time for everything else. In this video, we'll explore simple, long-term planning strategies to help you stay organized, reduce stress, and make the most of your semester. To help us with long-term planning, let's first consider common stressors that arise over the semester. At the beginning of term, it's all about adjusting to new things. New courses, new workload, new expectations for your learning. This is the ideal time to organize your deadlines and develop a routine. As we get closer to the midpoint of the term and reading week, you're often juggling more tasks like assignments and midterms, and will rely on your time management strategies to stay on track. After reading week and moving into the second half of the term, academic stress often stems from accumulating work and larger assignments that take more time in planning. And without that planning, feelings of burnout can arise that can make it challenging to maintain motivation. And finally, the end of the semester brings about last assignments and final exams, requiring some study time that we need to organize in advance. The good news is these stressors can all be managed by making a plan early on. And making that plan can give us a sense of balance, control, and flexibility. As we know at university, little structure and a lot of independence can make it difficult to know how to manage all these different parts of your life. So, balance is really key to consider early on, as you want to make sure you have time for school, but also time for rest and time to spend with your friends, enjoying this new chapter of your life at university. And a good time management plan also gives you a sense of control to avoid feeling overwhelmed and to enjoy that balance that you've created for yourself. This is what will help you avoid those oops, this was due today moments that can sometimes come up when we haven't planned. And we all know that life happens. We may be called into work, maybe we need a sick day, or maybe a really fun experience comes up that we want to take advantage of. When we plan our time in advance, this allows us to remain flexible and adapt to things that can come our way unexpectedly. To even consider how we can balance our commitments, we need to know what and when they are. And this is really where that long term planning comes in handy. So let's look at some tools. First up, calendars. These are often a go to for long term planning. Adding your deadlines, important dates, even mini due dates for yourself all in one place is a great way to get a bird's eye view on what's coming up and where those crunch periods are, where maybe due dates overlap or you have a couple of busy weeks where there's a lot going on. Many students find it helpful to color code their calendars based on their courses and to keep their calendars somewhere where they can see it often to check in. If calendars aren't your thing, a tool that's becoming more popular with students I work with is using a spreadsheet or a list. And there are so many apps and tools that you can use for this. But you can also just create your own in a Word document or an Excel spreadsheet. You can organize important dates, break down tasks into small and specific steps. You can filter based on the course or order by what's coming up first in terms of your due dates. And again, there's lots of ways that you can try this particular tool, but if you want to test out the one that I'm showing you here, you can find a template on the Trent Academic Skills website to give it a try. And speaking of breaking big tasks down, I really love an assignment work plan tool. When it comes to assignments, planning to work on my psychology paper or start my biology lab are a bit vague and overwhelming steps, and that makes it really hard to get started on. So instead, the more specific the tasks are, the easier they're going to be to start on. So you might try read instructions, find 3 sources, or write for 30 minutes, really specific steps. Some students find it helpful to create mini due dates for these steps as well, and work backwards from the due date to create a full assignment work plan, knowing different stages of the assignment and when they want to have those components completed by. As you can see, there isn't one right approach or tool for long-term planning. Different tools work for different people, so a bit of experimentation is needed to find the right fit for you. And we're here to help you with that at Trent University's Academic Skills in the Colleges. We can help you navigate through this new learning environment and strengthen all those great learning skills you're already coming to university with. So consider booking an appointment with us, check out our website, send us an email, or follow us on Instagram to stay connected with us as we talk about tips and tricks throughout the year.